Greetings and salutations, YouTubers and malefactors. We're back out here at Stoplogic Motorsports, and I thought about putting this thing in the truck and heading out to the trails, and then I said, well, I still need to break it in. I also need to change the time on this. It's driving me nuts. But there we go. But pretty much, I said I was gonna ride it. We need break-in time on this, and we're heading to Texplex. Yeah, come on. So the idea is we're gonna head to Texplex, have a bit of fun out there, and then continue on with the weekend. And if I have more time this weekend, given the fact that most of the tracks around here are closed due to the heat, I might try and head up to Twin Hills Sunday for a longer ride. But anywho, pretty excited about getting this thing out in the woods. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I hope it's going to be a ton of fun. I believe it's going to be a ton of fun. Anywho, we'll stop for some gas and the gate fee, and we'll truck on out that way, and oh heck, see you guys in the woods. So from nearly dead empty to full is $6.30, 1.6 gallons. Pretty impressive. Alright, so we're back out at Texplex. Not because I'm obsessed with the place, but honestly because it's the closest track for a great many directions, and I can always get out here in time before it gets hot. And we're going to be, the tires right now have about 30 pounds of pressure. I don't have rim locks on, so I can't go as low as I like to out here. It's about 13 psi. We're going to drop to 18 psi, and we're going to go hit a couple of trails and have some fun. So I'll be back in a few after I drop the psi on this a bit and get ready. I also packed my mini compressor, so we're in good shape. And we'll be filling back up before I head back to the Casa. See you in a few. Alright, so we're down to about 20 psi on the tires. About as safe as low as I feel like going without rim locks. And it's maiden voyage of the CRF450RL in the dirt. I don't expect it to handle amazingly with such high pressure, but we're gonna do the same thing like the YZ250 out here. We're gonna go hit that natural MX track, and then we're going to do the trails a bit, and we'll see where everything leads. Maybe I should have rested a little bit after getting lost on the way here. Yeah. For an adventure rider, my sense of direction leaves a little bit to be desired. Whew. Alrighty. And all zipped up. Well, let's get underway. I tell you what, even at 20 pounds, this 606 has a bit of grip to it. The Tusk front doesn't like my pressure this high. I mean, we got a bit of slip in the back, but that's to be expected at this type of PSI. What? Well, that sucks. How do I get over to the motocross track? I got to go out and come back in? Well, I guess, Well, that's a bit of a conundrum. Well, I guess it's trails first then. I'll figure out how to get over there later. See, this has been freshly tilled. Whoa! Of engine braking on this bike. Well, it's not marked, but it's certainly a cut and established trail. Alrighty. Yeah, normally the trail spits you out, you can go up or down. This let me know I'm going the wrong way. Well, hello, hawk. Say a lady hawk. By the way, full disclosure, I'm a huge Rugger Hare fan. Than the YZ, a bit taller, and the suspension's far stiffer. I don't know why people complain this thing has soft suspension. This is pretty unrelenting. D606 in the rear is great. Don't really feel like going across the janky ridges. I'm gonna call those Lloyd's bridges. Kind of hard to figure out what gear I want to be in because this bike just has so much torque. I can practically just throw this thing in like fourth and chug up stuff. Whoa! Phone call. Come on, guys. the YZ's a lot more flickable. But still, for a dual sport, this thing is like slays the WR and flickability. Flowing trails, this thing is like, that's this bike's cup of tea. I can tell no one's been out here since the rains. Oh man, this vibration's killing my hand. I should have probably taken a little break before coming out here, but I was like, I really want to go to the dirt. Well, this bike has to be fun. Alright, hand, get a little feeling back. But stock suspension, miles ahead of the WR. This stock is on par with the WR after a go race. Alright, shake my hand out a bit. Appreciative they've marked the trails. Wrong way. What? Alright, it wouldn't be a complete trip out to complete trip out here if I didn't get woefully lost. Alright. Oh, oops. Going slow so I don't meet someone face first. I'll get out to that motocross track here in a bit. That was intriguing, but hard to navigate. So what's my initial impression of the bike? Well, not quite as light and easy to use as the YZ250, but that's to be expected. This bike is about 50 pounds heavier. Now, is it fun? Oh yes, it is fun. So I'm gonna upgrade the bash plate, because I noticed the coolant reservoir is down there and I really don't want anything puncturing that. That'd be a very bad weekend. Also, even at 20 pounds, I absolutely love that rear. It really tracks. The front at 20 pounds, well, it's a little rough. So, initial impression of the bike is the stock suspension is actually a little stiff for chop and trail riding. The stock bars transfer every vibration humanly imaginable, but stock for stock versus the WR250R, this is like substantially better, except for on the highway. The WRR is actually a lot better on the highway. Stock for stock versus the 250L and the KLX300, which I've both ridden, there's no comparison. I mean, you need to pump about $3 grand into both those bikes to make it even 50% of this bike. Now the DRZ400, kind of a big top heavy bike, but it's nowhere near as fun as this to ride either. It's a lot harder to throw into turns, and the center of gravity is way high. This bike is tall, but it carries everything very well on it. So far I feel like I've made a good investment. And the KTM 690R, I never defeated the engine problems long enough to take it off-road, so I can't unfortunately make a comment on that. We'll keep on getting out. I'm going to try and find my way to that natural MX track, and we're going to rail this thing a bit harder and really take our time to enjoy ourselves. Alrighty. Let's see. Still a bit high, so it's hard for me to throw it in the turns, but this thing's still nimble. And man, the front end comes up with just mild language. I mean, if the tires are handling this well at 20, at 13, this will be a dream. Getting back into this is I get in lazy man's position. not feel awkward. Got good grip points for the knees, though I need to put on my $9 tape grips. Yeah, I'm keeping it below half throttle-ish, kinda, sorta. Stuff has been working a bit, and it's still kind of funky, but man, I'm gonna have to tighten my belt. My pants are falling down. I can see where they put all the extra 3,000 out the door. I feel like I'm a little faster on the YZ, but this thing would not be far off. I could totally hit some TCCRA on this. Natural terrain MX track. Whew. These guys are about to have a good time. That's fun. Oh goodness. Okay. So for what this bike lacks in highway comfort, which could probably be addressed with some more time on it, a few well-placed mods. Wow. I have no regrets about this thing in the dirt. I'm kind of curious to see how much suspension I use there, because I was actually hitting jumps. I'm not nailing doubles or anything. I'm not a good MX racer even at my prime when I was actually fast. Let's see, we have used how much suspension today? To there. should get a break. Whew, let's take a little breather and then make the trip home. Well, what do we think of the CRF? My goodness, this is a very fun bike out in the woods. I think I knocked it out of the park picking this for mostly woods work. A little rough on the street, but the ride last night back was pretty awesome actually. I think if you're just road curious as a dual sport, this is a good purchase so far. That's like initial impression. I'm gonna give it 1,000 miles before I really put my thoughts into it. I might even race it. I have a tough choice between this and the YZ250 for the next cross-country race, but if it's a fast flowy track instead of like all tight single track, I'm gonna give this fella a shot. Well, at any rate, if you like the content, like and subscribe. If you don't, feel free to criticize me harshly. I also accept attaboys and harsh language. In the meantime, have a good one.